Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 4 between Denis Diderot and Logi in the Steel Division 2 League Division 3 Finals. Let's dive right in. So here we are, we're back on Tali Inhantala, and on the right in the red we have Denis Diderot playing 10th Guard Tank Corp on Maverick Income. And on the left in the blue we have Logi playing Panzerdivision Tatra on Vanguard Income. So an interesting matchup here. 10th is a division we don't see very often. I think it's a very solid all-around division. It's not missing a ton. It's got a nice mix of T-34-85s and both the 43 and the 44 variant. And then you also get Tigers and Panthers, which is just like nice to get the German heavy cats in there to give you that extra punch that, you know, a lot of times the T-34-85s kind of feel like they need. You also have SU-122s for the long range stuff. You have a nice recon tab with Razvedka Su-57s and BA-10s. Both vehicles can really trade above their weight. Your infantry tab is nothing special, but you do get in a nice number of slots. You actually can like bring in a good number of infantry. It's not like 19th tank that we saw earlier that just like has no infantry slots. This one a nice comfortable 7 slots of infantry. Your AT tab is very lacking. Your AA tab is just 37 mils, and that's fine. It's not great. Your RD tab is okay. You get Andrushas, which, you know, are good. Definitely much better than Katyushas. And your air tab is pretty solid. You get P2s, you get IL2s with the AT guns. So yeah, overall solid division we don't see very often. On the other side, Panzerdivision Tatra, a very strong division that often gets banned due to its just really solid nature. Its infantry tab is pretty huge. You get tons of disheartened units and stuff, and also some good elite units in the SS Sturm Grenadier, even things like Pioneer MG26s, which are actually better than normal Pioneers because your machine gun is an automatic rifle that can fire, you know, within the 100-meter range, which is a big deal. So yeah, should be very interesting. A nice mix of armor and stuff out of that too, of course, with the Pak 43 Krupp as well. So coming in here, let's see where we're going. Pretty aggressive up north, try to get into those spots there, but not going too aggressive in the center, although one thing is going out there. I think that's probably just a PTRS. On the other side, we see an Focke-Wulf 189 coming in for that recon, and it does have the bombs, although it doesn't look like he's bombing anything. On the other hand here, Logi deploying he's deploying very defensively up north, but he's deploying pretty aggressively in the center here, out into the open. Kind of surprising, not just like, you know, like hooking into the forest here. It's kind of odd to put your troops out in the open like this. Down south here, not a huge force in the center, but he is sending a PTRS and Agnem and Cheeky forward, although a double Sturm Pioneer, double Sturm Pioneer Pak 49 G18 should be able to beat that up pretty good. Down south, we do see our Razvedka and Gavardia going. Looks like the Razvedka is going to try to sneak, but there's a Landschützen coming in there. IG-18 in position. If it's out of range of these SG-43s, it should do quite well. There's a Feldjäger too with its sniper rifle. Here comes the U-2 bomber. It's 450 kilograms. Will he dodge out? He does, but cannot dodge far enough. That is a painful loss. These Feldjäger are super efficient. I think they did finally get nerfed to 20 points. They were 15 before, which was kind of ridiculous. BF-109 does get that U-2. You definitely need that. These BF-109 G2s pretty weak, not very strong, but these U-2s doing their damage here. Going to take out an FK-288 as well. 20-point recon for a 45-point AT gun. Hard to be upset about that. And a sniper, so really nicely done there. Landschützen just kind of out in the open. I'm not a fan of this play by Logi. BF-109 is going to get on the other U2 though and kills that, so that's a nice kill there. You need those dead because they actually can be quite bad. Panzer IV coming in, gonna support these units finally. SG-43 is about to get pinned down. Landschützen here getting forced off, not surprising. And yeah, we're off to the races. DO-217, these are pretty solid ground attack planes. They're cheap, 55 points. They have very good resilience. Pretty okay speed actually for 20 mils. It's not the heaviest arm, you know, ground attack plane we got, but DO-217 going after the U-2 does take one out, cannot take out the other. Yak-1B will get on the back of that, but it's flying too fast. Unfortunately, couldn't kill the other U-2. That's going for the Pak 40, I would assume. And there's no AA here to stop that, so he's probably going to pick up that Pak 40. Down south, the Sturm Pioneers did clear that out. Other DO-217 coming in to save the day. Will it save it? Ooh, this one gets shot down by the Yak-1B. Not a huge fan of Yak-1Bs. They're pretty bad with their single 20 mil, but because it was able to get on the back of that and it already took some damage, it did do that successfully. U2 does go down, so killing those off, pretty key. DO-217, yeah, it's not going to win this, although it really probably shouldn't have retreated. Oh, but the Yak-1B doing a little screw up there on its maneuvering, and it looks like the DO-17 will get away. Focke-Wulf now in too. I'm not sure why he's sending these like fat planes after this Yak-1B. That is one thing they are. The Yak-1B is very maneuverable. BA-10 should beat the SPW-231 quite easily, and it does, although it almost goes down itself. Very close there. BA-10 is going to be an issue. And the DO-217 goes down again. Wow, these must take a really long time to evac. It just feels like they should have been gone by then. Yak-1B actually out of 20 mil ammo. That's pretty shocking, actually. And we do see some AA coming in the Flakverling. Panzerdivision Tatra, limited in its AA, but solid AA what it has. It's got an 88 and a Flakverling 20 mil, so can't complain too much about it. There's just not a lot of it. It's very common to go after this division's AA because it's very killable. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Everyone who supports helps the channel a crap ton. Thanks a bunch. And off we continue. Panzer IV moving in the center town in a lot of danger. Denis does not know that, of course, but it is almost wide open. Up north, the push for Logi here going pretty well, although there's not much to capture. That's the issue. You can capture all of this ground and have nothing to show for it flag-wise, so that kind of sucks. I think Panzerdivision Tatra is a great division. I don't think this would be my first choice of map for them, by far. They have some 2K assets, but not a ton. And I just don't know. I just don't feel like it matches up great on this map. It's not bad. I don't think it's really bad on any map, really, but this is definitely not its top map. 10th, I think it's pretty good on this map. You got a lot of 2K tanks. You get your SU-122s. You know, you get a lot of that kind of stuff. Focke-Wulf trying to take out the BA-10. It's not going to succeed, unfortunately. Landesfuhrer sitting out. What's he doing with these? Like, what's the plan here? I mean, really, you never want stuff to sit out of cover like this. It's just going to die. Panzer IV trying to move in to help out. But again, these infantry are too far forward, although BA-10 is moving really far out. 45 mil out of range of the Panzer IV. Panzer IV does find the BA-10, but misses. Oh, frustration. Can feel the rage from here. Panther in the center here. T5 Pantera captured Panther. It is a Panther A, actually, so it is actually the good Panther. Not like a Panther D or anything like that. IGA team back online. Trying to kill off these SG-43s before it gets pinned down. I don't think it's going to succeed. It does not. Panzer IV moving into support. Its infantry falling back further. SU-57 in. Oh. These things are so good. They trade up so well. With 115 millimeters of penetration for 40 points. That's nuts. Add the recon on and you also get some HE. Super strong unit. One SG-43 finally down. And 45 mil will probably take out this Panzer III. Panzer III has no eyes, so it can't even see this 45 mil, which is just shooting it up. It is bouncing successfully because it's not using APCR. It's out of range, but it will get a pen eventually, and there it is, Panzer III down. Logi not getting very good trades here at the beginning. He is the Vanguard deployment. He's got to make a push here. The thing is, too, I think personally that Maverick is a pretty solid counter to Vanguard. You know, you are down 250 points in the beginning, but then you're up 450 points. So you end up net up 200 points, which essentially never gets made up. Like at the end of the game, you finally call in about the same amount. But before that, you're ahead for most of the game. I think it's a pretty solid counter pick. Pack 40 into position. We do see the Panzerwerfer, 150 mil artillery. This thing is very good, and it's actually annoying because it's the only division that didn't get the buff for these things. For the other divisions that use these, they got buffed up to get 2 of them in A phase, and for some reason Panzerdivision Tatra, they only kept it on 1. I do understand Panzerdivision Tatra much stronger than the other divisions that have this unit, and this unit is very good. It is like a super Nebelwerfer. It's a Nebelwerfer 41, but you get 10 shots instead of 6, so it is very good. And you get 2 like sets of ammo, essentially 2 salvos before you have to reload. SU-57 revealing itself to the Pack 40. Sorry, water down the wrong tube. Pack 40 doesn't land a hit. Will it land that one? And it finally does. SU-57 down. Using these Landesschützen here, kind of like bait. Excuse me, sorry. Kind of like bait, essentially, to reveal AT guns and stuff. Because you don't really care. They're 15 points. I mean, they're solid. They are good disheartened units. But they're still not good. 37 mil in a better position now. Should be able to stop this Focke. Oh, yeah, very much so from hitting the far. I thought he was going after some infantry here. We do see a Wurfrahmen in as well, 280. Logi calling in a lot of artillery support units. BA-10 dodging the first Panzer IV strike. Panzer IV cannot land a first shot. Very frustrating. Oh, Focke-Wulf goes down. Yak-1B's getting targeted by the 20 mil. BF-109 after it. There's 2 20 mils in. Yak-1B goes down. Nice kill there. BF-109 getting unnecessarily aggressive. Needs to fall back. Will get away. Panzerwerfer going after the 37 mil. Will it get its kill? Definitely not yet. It's missing horribly. There's a nice hit. Will it finish it? No, that was just an unlucky strike. Like, look at all the spots all around. Only one shot actually landed in the middle. That's a bummer. Double 82 mil coming up to B phase. Logi getting ticked down. This is not a good sign for him. .45 mil catching out the Panzer IV. Panzer IV falling back immediately. Ooh, gets penned anyway. Oof. This is the issue with Panzer IVs. I will admit, I've warmed up to them a little bit. Because they can kill basically everything. For 75 points, you can trade up with this thing pretty good. But it is so easy to get traded down with this thing. Any 45 mil, any BA-10. I mean, almost any unit in the game can pen this thing. And that makes it very frustrating to use. More SG-43s in. 82 mortars haven't done anything yet. 2 double Panzer III coming in. We do the double Flak-Verling. I don't think that's a bad choice, especially with the P2s in the deck for Denis. Here comes the Wurfrahmen going after the 45 mils. A little aggressive in my opinion, although he only fired 3 rockets. That makes sense. You fire 3 rockets, you stop the salvo, and then you have 3 more to, you're not wasting a whole bunch. And, oh, Logi not getting a lot of luck here. He's had several misses, like a lot of first shot misses. His artillery has not landed any clean hits, like, straight kills or anything. Really rough. MG42 should be able to dominate these SG43s. We are now into B phase, though. 82 mm opening up on the Wurfrahmen. Logi, a bit of a miss micro here, has not moved it. I mean, they're not going to be accurate at this range, but it only takes a few good hits. Wurfrahmen firing its second salvo, and he does turn it off again. Nice shot there. I didn't get to see where it's going, probably for this other SG-43. SU-57 hitting the MG-42. Does take out the Ogden and Cheeky, and does take out the SG-40, so a little bit better that time. FK-288 being used as arty. Not a bad choice, although it's not in radio range. 45 mil in an interesting spot here. Well, the 45 did die here. I'm not sure how. Maybe it died in the fire of the woods, I guess? I'm not sure what else would have killed it. It needs to follow his MG-42 back. It's getting chewed up bad. 82 mortars finally firing and doing their work. Doing nice work there. Logi's made nice progress up north, but again, there's nothing here to capture. That's the issue. And that's why I feel like Blue Side has it rough on this map. It's so easy to lose this flag here, and it's so hard to, like, capture this flag because they can just sit here. I really think on Blue, you kind of have to push this open side a little bit. M2A1 coming in to surrender the MG-42. Panther versus IG-18. That's not going to go well. I think another issue here is there's not a lot of clean answers to the Panther in Panzerdivision Tatra. There's the Pak-43, but that's about it. I mean, the 88. Pak-43 and 88 are basically it. The Tigers really does not match up well. T-34 and Su-76 here, applying a lot of pressure. BA-10 now in as well. As I said, these are going to be they're just a pain in the butt. It's a lot of light armor to deal with. Yeah, I can't say, I like 10th. I actually really do. I think it's a nice, well-rounded division that doesn't get enough love. Pak-4, yeah, I was going to say, M42, excuse me, it's not, I'm not sure what it's going after. Maybe it was going after the infantry and then fell back. IG-18 now getting hit by the Su-57. Panzer IV in an interesting spot where it can't really shoot anything or do anything. MG-42 in a bad spot now. I mean, it can stop this Gavardia. It looks like the Feldjäger might. MG-42 should chop this Gavardia down. Ju-87 actually gets in for its bombing strike. That's actually quite shocking. Panzer Grenadier MG-26. I'm actually going to be honest, this is one of my favorite infantry units. I don't know why. It's cheap. It's only 25 points. I like the MG-26. It's just like you can actually use these guys in woods a little bit. They're not so bad. Logi has auto cover off, so he's just sitting there getting killed. M2A1 does go down to the Pack 40 over here. Nice kill there. Really kind of needed that. Panzer IV moving around. He needs to be careful of the Panther, but the Panther's out of position there. This time, Panzerwerfer does kill off the 37 mil, so nice kill there. Doesn't kill the Sapri, though. That's unfortunate. Sapri Komroti. We do see 150 mil Ardian. It's going for the 45 mil here. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. 82 mil mortars going after the Pack 40. That's going to hurt. Ooh, ooh. But Dennis not getting any luck there with that strike. Nope, no hits at all. Ooh, DO-217 gets a nice run in on the Sapri. MG-26 Panzergren getting forced out. Dennis on the 1311 though still. Ju-87 getting in. He does. Boom, gets a kill there. 37 mil back in. I'm assuming that'll get targeted soon enough. The Werfraum, I always forget how long. 2200 meter range? Yes, 2200 meter range. So it has to get closer if it wants to kill this. We do have an Andrusia in, along with a supply, but that's not being used for the mortars yet. The mortars need it. I mean, Dennis is happy to sit here on a single tick. It's really no rush for him. Logi's the one who's got to break this parity. 150 mil doing some nice damage there. DO-217 going after the M2A1, I guess? But there is a 37 in melt now, so it's not going to, like, just fly in free to do. Panzer III holds off the Gvardia DP. Werfraum going after the Su-57. Not a bad choice. Again, these can be very dangerous. This time he sends a full strike, and my god. His rocket strikes have sucked. I'm not saying because he put them in bad places. They're just awful. On the other hand, Dennis getting a beautiful hit from his Andrusia. Oh my goodness gracious. Will it finish it? No, it hasn't finished it yet. Kind of a bit of the issue with the Andrusia. The rockets are, like, pretty spread out. As in, not in their aim, but I mean the time it takes for them to get there. Like, they hit pretty slow. So you can retreat out of it. 150 did take out the 45 mil. Nice kill there. Is now going after the Andrusia. Again, I'm always hesitant to counter battery rocket artillery. Because rocket artillery is almost always maneuverable. It's very easy to pick up and move. Or it's, you know, it's a vehicle itself. So it just moves. I don't find it productive to go after rocket artillery. I mean, once in a long while, you'll get really lucky, but Ju-87 actually gets by the AA and hits the Sapri. Once this thing starts its dive, it kind of almost stops getting hit by AA. It doesn't completely, but it really, the AA starts to miss it a lot. I don't use Ju-87s enough to, like, confirm that, but I'm pretty confident once they start their dive, they're not invincible by no means, but their hit is reduced. Razvedka moving in. That's going to be able to kill this Panzer III that's been holding things up for him. M2A1s are going to be a bit of an issue. Not much to get by them. The Flak 88 was pushed out of position along with the Pack 40. He needs that back in. This T-3476 is going to be an issue. There's not much here that can kill it. Panzerwerfer going after that 37 mil. Gets one hit. And actually kills it off. Kills the 37 mil off finally. So another 37 mil down. I mean, he's... Dennis has to be careful. He only has 6 37 mils and he's lost 3, I believe, already. He lost 1, 2, maybe only 2, but he's lost a fair number. And if Ju-87s aren't amazing, but if they're allowed to fly around for free and, like, do whatever they want, yeah, they're very good. 82 mil mortars back online here. We see Avtos in half tracks moving forward. Su-122 as well. 40 FK-288 gonna try to stop it. Does take out one. Nice kill there. 88. Can it land a hit? Wow! It cannot. Ugh, 88s. Why? Will it finish it off? It does this time. Avtos caught out in the open there. Not good for them. Feldier are gonna get wiped out by the Su-122. SPW-231 coming in. Not, well, it's a bad choice in the face of this T-34 that it's about to shoot at and then get revealed and die instantly too. Oof. Oh, it died. Missed. Oh, make a run for it. And he gets away. We do see a push coming down south. We have a Tiger coming in with some Gavardia DP. And then the Panther is still in position. Gavardia DP pushing forward. There's an IG-18 here that might bump into them. Maybe, maybe not. Pack 40 in a interesting spot. I understand the concept. Not a huge fan of it, really. I think, like, here would be a lot more useful. Like, because then you cover off this whole reinforcement road completely, and you're totally safe. Verframen going after the SU-122. Good choice there. I'm surprised he hasn't targeted the 82mm mortars yet, honestly. Here we go. Will the Verframen strike land any good hits? It does hit the Avtos. That's obviously not his target. No, basically a fail there. We do see smoke coming down to cover off this 88. The FK-288 did die, so now this is open for another push. Tanko's in M2A1s. Actually going to loop around here instead of just driving across. 88 out in the open, though, now. Is pressuring these Gavardia DP. Not really doing much damage, though. Stug 3 coming in now. 150. Where's it going? It's going after the mortars. This is the right choice. We saw Logi last game do a lot of damage to the backline stuff of Denis. I think that's what he needs to do here. The mortars and stuff are doing a lot of damage. Andrusha going for the 88 kill. Not a bad choice. Ooh, first 150 doesn't get a good hit. If it would have, it could have killed all this, and it would have been insanely good if it had killed that Studebaker snap. That would have been massive. But now, of course, the mortars are going to immediately fall back, so probably not going to take any of these. Of course, the next shot will land short, and they'll get away. That's kind of how it goes for everybody. One Gavardia DB did die already to the IG-18. The thing is, Denis still holding a 13-11. Logi continuing to tick down. We're about to end C phase, though. And things will come into a bit more parity. Logi actually technically on the advantage, but it's such a small advantage. Stug 3. I'm not sure what it's going after. Oh, this infantry here. Everybody's after this infantry. That poor Gavardia DP. Panther should have an eyeball on this Stug 3. Oh, wait, no. The SU-122 does. Ooh, it's getting hit by the Flak 88. Gets a shot off. Stug, though, on the other side. Down the SU-122 goes, but takes the Flak 41 with it. Ooh, that hurts. That is not a good trade for Logi. SU-122 being 80 points and the 88, of course, being 120 points. And he doesn't have infinite AA, so losing that's pretty big. Andrusha's strike, though, goes off anyway. That was a big miss micro here by Denis, wasting an entire Andrusha strike on nothing. T-34 goes down to the Pack 40 there. SPW-231 goes down to the Gavardia DP, I assume? Yeah, I have to assume that's what it was. Panzerwerfer going after the 82mm mortars. Good choice. 150 now going after the Andrusha. Andrusha moving, though. Denis has had no issue remembering to micro that away. Tanko's trying to get in. One forced off. The other will get in. The SPW-231 is going to be a bit of an issue there, though. Landesschützen coming in to try to capture his flag back, finally. Panzerwerfer does kill off both 82mm mortars. Nice kill there. He needed that because those were doing a ton of damage. And replacing those now is going to be a lot tougher. SPW-231 goes down to the Tanko Molotov. Ouch. Or no, maybe it wasn't the Tanko Molotov. Actually, I think it was the Panther. I lied. It was the Panther. I'm going to say that. I mean, the Tanko Molotov can do that, but not in one hit. 88 misses its first shot again. Oh, the frustration. Oh, and now there's two SU-122s and the Tiger moving in. The 88 can't hold the ground. Double JU-87 coming in to try to kill off that T-34-76. Panzergren's finding the Tankos at range. Lucky them. Pioneer, MG-26 getting its grenade off. But now it's getting pinned by the M2A1s. Pack 40 under pressure from the Gavardia DP. JU-87's getting past the AA net. Oh, only one does. The other does get by. Two might have killed it, but it was unlikely. SU-122's backing up now that they've claimed their kill on the 88. 37 gonna potentially kill this BF-109. A little aggressive on the BF. We do see a Pack 43 moving in, though. That's going to be dangerous. Although double SU-122 could probably kill that off. Just overwhelm it pretty easily. Panther 3 moving in to kill the M2A1. That's a nice kill, although losing it to the Razvedka here is not going to be worth it. Needs to run. He's not going to get out of range. Nope, not a chance. Nope. Razvedka is a coming. There it is. It's on target. Panther 3 will be down momentarily. Down it goes. Big loss there. Losing those light armor assets is painful. Feldjäger finding that Razvedka. Landesschützen getting found by the Saperty here. Not great. We'll get pinned down quickly. Jagdpanzer 4 finally in. Jagdpanzer 4 pretty much a brick wall to any medium armor. Tigers, Panthers, that will pen them just fine. But T-34-85s at range will struggle a bit, and, you know, T-34-76s just can't. M2A1 getting a little aggressive there, goes down to the Jagdpanzer 4. Jagdpanzer 4 already a key asset here. Pack 40 out of position, needs to move that forward to get it back firing and such. Feldjäger doing lots of damage. Dennis still on the 14-10 now, though. Panzergren does go down. He's losing this central town. Ju-87 does not get off this time. Another 37 mil coming in. We now have 3. So, I mean, like, Logi seemed to be killing off AA, but he's, like, not fully committed to this process. Saperty are weakened, but they're still there. Pioneer MG26 is rolling in. Another Pack 43 now. The second one. There is only 2. This one, I'm not sure what it's doing. He could move it out here, maybe take out some of these M2A1s. Stug 3 takes a hit from the Panther. Goes after the T-34 76, cannot do it. Martyr 3 left to try to finish off this T-34 76 alone. Takes a penetration. It's using APCR, but the T-34 was weakened, and it does go down. See, another 82 mil mortar in again, going after the flak drilling. Good choice there. We haven't seen really, other than the fighter, we've seen no AA out, I mean, no Air Force out of Denis at all. Once you finally go down up north, the issue is the center, though, here. Martyr 3 really needs to turn off his APCR. Werframen, okay, I get it. But with the 150 already firing there, that feels very redundant. I would be going after maybe AA or something somewhere. I mean, you've seen this one fire a few times. He's definitely seen this one shoot. 150 doing some nice pinning job, but there's nothing coming in to do anything about it. These Pioneers are waiting for the Werframen strike. The Werframen strike is going to kind of fall flat. It's not going to do much. And Drusha, though, finding a nice target-rich area here to drop a big barrage on. Yeah, Landesführer takes a big hit. Will it get finished off? It looks like it. There it is. Leader down. Werframen does kill off this infantry really nicely. In comes the Pioneers. How deep are they going is the question. Not deep enough, really. M2A1 might cut them off. Oh, goes down to the Jagdpanzer 4. That thing is saving the day over and over again. Logi back in the town, but still on the 1311. 150 again. You see how easy it is to dodge. It's not a good use of arty. I don't find it worthwhile. If you're playing against anyone who knows what they're doing, they're not going to leave their rocket artillery sitting around to die. If you're playing against a noob, go for it. Like, bomb it all you want. But this is a waste. BA-10 does go down to the Pack 40. Ju-87's coming in. One of these will get through, I'm quite confident. Here it comes, yep. Easily gets through. Nice bombing strike in the Gavardia there. 37 mil aggressively placed. This would be a good opportunity for a Werframen strike on this thing. Take out another piece of AA. More infantry coming in. I think Panzerdivision Tatra a little bit more suited to C phase because they still have cheap infantry, although he should be running out of Landesschützen. Although the rest of his Panzergren MG26 are only 25 points. On the flip side, though, Denis using 20-point Gavardia here in C phase. Panzerwerfer going after the 37 mil, does get one nice hit and does finish it off. So yeah, again, I just think he needs to commit harder to the AA destruction plan. I really think that's the right play. 37 mil out of position, can't start firing until the Duo 217 already made a big run. Duo 217 might go down. Here's the problem though, if Logi loses all of his useful planes, oh, takes it out with the infantry. What a kill! What a kill! If Logi loses all of his useful planes before he finishes off the AA, it could be an issue. And I don't think he doesn't have like a huge Air Force. No, he doesn't. He just have Ju-87s and Do-217s is really all that really can do damage. The Focke-Wulfs, I think, are already dead. He's finally might actually get to pressure this flag again, finally. Although the northern flag has fallen too. That's a Sturm Grenadier finally, and we haven't seen these the whole game. SBO-231 hunting around for this M2A1. Killing those off is really important because they're quite obnoxious. Dennis actually looking a little weak here at the moment. I mean, he's winning by a lot, and there's only 20 minutes left. But if Logi can keep up the pressure, there is a chance here. Panzer IV does take out the Su-57, needs to get out of range of this Panther, and he does. He needs to go save his Pioneer from this M2A1. Tiger going after the Pioneer. Panzer IV moving in for the Tiger? For the M2A1? For the Tiger. Yeah, at this range, the Panzer will pen that Tiger consistently. And it looks like the Panzer's going to get it. And he does. What a kill. And these are the moments Panzer IVs are wonderful. 75 points to kill a 130 point unit. Yes. I mean, what else could you possibly want it to do? It's when you're up against every Soviet piece of armor that you're down trading, basically, other than a T-34-85. Werframen going after the Panther, not a bad choice there. He needs to move. It's a 15-9 now for Dennis. This is huge. This is very, very bad for Logi. Panzer IV versus Panther at range. That is not good. Werframen kind of firing again at his maximum range, which means it's really not going to be accurate at all. If you want these Panzerwerfers to, these Werframen to really do a lot of damage, you really got to get them within like 1,500, 1,000 meter range. It's very dangerous, but then they can drop some serious damage. Jagdpanzer IV, nice gun on it. It's going to struggle at range to kill these Tigers. Tiger has a stronger gun and can pen the Jagdpanzer IV somewhat, pretty consistently, probably 50%-ish penetration value on that. And there it is. Yep. This Pak 40 being out of position really hurt him there. He could have helped his Jagdpanzer IV. 150 isn't firing right now. He needs to be. Panzerwerfer going after the Tiger. Not a huge fan of this plan. Panzerwerfer doesn't do nearly as much damage. 2 Nebelwerfers is better than 1 Panzerwerfer because obviously it fires basically 2 rockets at a time instead of 1, which means you get that damage on much faster. Opponent has less time to react. Su-122 here is going to absolutely smash this infantry. Ooh. Ouch, that hurt. That Panzergren took it hard. Pioneer MG-26, Panzergren MG-26 going after the Gavardia. Technically, they have the advantage with the double machine gun unit. Oh my goodness, these Panzergrens are just getting massacred. You cannot do this in C phase. You can't lose units like this. They're too precious at this point. Does pin down 1 Gavardia, but the Pioneer is pinned now. He has manually... No, he hasn't manually targeted. I thought he did. Oh, the Panzergrens can only see this Gavardia. Interesting. We now have 3 Panzer IVs. Ju-87 coming in to try to save the day. 37 mil still alive. M2A1 does go down, though. That's a big kill. Does pin down the Gavardia. Needs to move forward to surrender those if he wants to take advantage of this. Flakverling going after the Yak-1B. This thing will get shot out of the sky. Oh, and the Do-217 gets involved, too. Gavardia goes down. Bunch of Panthers. All of a sudden, Logi has a lot more armor sitting around. These Tigers and Panthers are really good. But if that's all you got, that's going to be an issue. Because he did shift the Panther from down south into the center here. Pak 40 needs to fall back. Can't hit the Tiger at max range. 150 going after the 82 mil mortar. Can't land its shot, though. Panther 3 finding that SG-43, but the Razvedka just... Oh my god, this thing's a hero. Oh no, wait, that's a new one. That's a new one. He really has to stay away from the woods. He's letting those Razvedka get way too many kills. Panther... chilling out for the moment. Su-122 still around. Yeah, he could just blob these forward and kill these. Now, he doesn't know there's no Razvedka here or anything, so I understand the hesitation, but he hasn't hesitated to push armor up before, clearly. Finally catches this Razvedka out and is just pushing in to keep it pinned and surrenders it. Nice surrender there. Needed that pretty bad. Razvedka have been a serious thorn in his side. Panther moving into the northern area here. The Pack 40 died, did not get retreated fast enough. Panzer IV versus SU-122. Panzer IV gets a pen. Panzer IV gets another pen. Down goes the SU-122. That's a huge kill. Needs to get rid of that 2KHE. But Dennis still on the 13-11. Only 5 minutes left for Logi. Has only 17 minutes left to make up a lot of points. He needs a double, triple tick here pretty quick. Radzvika and Ognemanchiki both go down to the Ju-87 strike. Nice hit there. The AA now is basically gone. This 37 mil is it. Oh, we see the last one coming in. I'm quite confident that is the last one coming in now. Needs to, like, I'm surprised he hasn't thrown some arty down on this patch of forest. He knows there's stuff there. And he needs this flag. Badly. Alfclair coming in to spot. It's not a bad plan. He definitely wants to see some things. I think Logi needs to turn up the aggression here. He's way behind. And he's still playing like he's got the flag advantage, which he most certainly does not. Panzer III at close range can pen this Tiger. With its APCR, gets a driver killed. Really needed like a shooter killed or something like that. He's trying to get out of range. Gets a gun jam. There it is. Nice crit there. Tiger does finish it off though and takes its revenge. BA-10 goes down to the Panzer IV but takes the penetration itself. Again, it's just like so efficient. Piles of Gavardia moving in. There's not really enough infantry here, but there is a Panzer IV support, so they should be relatively safe as long as the Panzer IV can see them. Already going after the Panther. There's a second 150 mil? That's really surprising, actually. I don't know if that's what he should be calling in at this point in the game. Logi feels like he's playing like he's got a huge lead, and he really doesn't. He really, really does not. Pioneers, MG26 doing what they do. Very nice. Panzergren goes down, though. All that holds this down are these Panzer IVs. No infantry on its way. Panther moving in for that Panzer IV. If the Panzer IV times it right, it might be okay, but no, it just fired, and here comes the Panther. Panther gonna get its first shot off. Gets a pen, of course. Panzer IV will get its pen too, though. Needs the second Panzer IV, although with the one vet on the Panzer IV, it's gonna get a shot off first and kills a Panther. Whoa! That was a ballsy play there by Logi, leaving that Panzer IV and just like bare knuckling it in. Panther is still alive and a lot of artillery wasted trying to kill it. Shoemaker Snap does go down, cannot save the Tiger. Panzergren coming in to finish that Tiger off. Still 13-11 though, like Logi not pushing to get flags hard enough. He knows there's a guy here and he's using his arty on this nothing. Dennis looking very thin. I mean, it's possible he could get Dennis's line to collapse. It really is. He doesn't have a ton, and Logi has built up a pretty big advantage here, but he needs to get his butt in motion now or it's not going to happen. Only 2 minutes left. We have some Panzergrens coming in. Might be able to surrender all these infantry. That would be massive. Has to keep pushing forward. He really wants to surrender these. There's one. And there's a huge pile of surrenders. 150 might hit his own guys. He did stop in time. Good play there. I'm not sure Logi is realizing the direness of his situation. As he continues to kind of just putz around. I mean, he's making good trades here, but he's not, like, making any physical progress on the map. Panzer IV at range has no chance against that Panther. I mean, it has a tiny bit of chance, but it's not a good chance. Su-57 versus Panzer IV. Yeah, they trade. Yep, because it was already damaged. Ooh. Losing suddenly all his Panzer IVs here. He only has one left. Again, he's got this infantry right here he could push up. He's got infantry right here that he could push through. Like, his Gavardi DP could be spotted. And, like, Logi's just not doing it. I mean, truly great map control here by Dennis. Continuing to just apply pressure constantly. Despite being out-traded, we can see how low Dennis is compared to Logi here. But Logi, finally, he's bringing some stuff in, and it's still not even all the way to the flag. He's like half bringing it in. He's only got 30 seconds. He's waited too long. Finally, he moves his troops forward, and they spot this Gavardi DP, but die. Avto's finding a Panzergren, wiping them out. Panzergren out of cover is probably going to go down to the Gavardi DP again. Only 10 seconds left. Can Logi find a flag? I think the answer is no. DO-217 not targeting the infantry right here. Panzerwerfer, will he stop it in time? He will not. And that is the game. Denis taking game 4, bringing it to a 2-2, and sending us into a final game 5 for this exciting Division 3 final series. 38 minutes and 23 seconds here. Denis 2,325 and Logi 3,785 kills. I am shocked he could not win. Out trading Denis by 1,400 kills. Logi just played too passively. Like it was like he wasn't trying to capture flags. It was like, I'll just, you know, I'll just kill stuff. And that's all I'm going to do, though. I'm not going to push forward at all. And I'm one to talk. I've done it before myself, trying to focus on kills instead of capturing flags. You know, Panther did some nice work. Tiger did a good job too. That's about it, though. I mean, Denis didn't get that many kills at the end of the day. Panzer IV cleaning up. Pack 40 Werframen didn't really do that great of a job. Panzerwerfer, on the other hand, yeah. Panzerwerfer, awesome. Like I said, excellent unit. Panzer III, Pack 40 did okay. Jagdpanzer IV held the line for quite a while. Sturmgrenadier, that one was up north, chopping through Razvedka. Panzer IV did it pretty well. Yeah, I mean, Logi, I don't know if I've seen a lot of games that went this long that one of the players out-traded this severely and didn't win. So, great game to Denis holding on. I mean, quite an impressive match. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.